How to create engaging video thumbnails. Hi, I'm Lucy Griffiths. I'm going to show you how you can easily create a video thumbnail that stands out on YouTube. When it comes to creating graphics, you want to create graphics that are going to stand out. And that means things that are really enticing and interesting in your timeline. So as you can see, if you look at some of my thumbnails, the red ones stand out more than perhaps the pink ones do. So I am red and pink in my branding, so I do have some pink ones, but I'm really aware that red is a stronger color to stand out when it comes to creating a thumbnail. So one of the best ways to work out what thumbnails work for your niche is actually to start Googling some topics. So if we were to do something like, let's just do business. If we do business mindset, and let's see what are the best thumbnails within this category. Well, TED Talks, they don't really need, they're so popular, they don't really need much of an introduction. But if you are just an ordinary business owner, you need something stronger than just a picture of somebody talking. So you really want to think what is going to help people to stand out. So let's look here. So this one here, you've got a picture of Jeff Bezos, and the quote, "Getting rich is super easy." So it's like a strong, so you see Jeff Bezos, you recognize him, and that helps you stand out. If we look at some of the other ones, let's look at this one here, the employee versus entrepreneurial mindset. So this is a really strong thumbnail. So it's an image of the person, so it really identifies this is who the person is who's created it. But it's also something really clear. So as you can see, the text of the video is kind of much longer. But the thumbnail is punchy, and that is your magazine cover. That is the thing that's really interesting. So you want to make it as punchy as possible. So this one is a really good one, the employee versus entrepreneurial mindset. So it really says what it's about. If we look at Diary of a CEO, so Stephen Bartlett, he is, a hugely successful entrepreneur, and his thumbnails, all of his graphics, his videos really stand out. And as you can see, it's something really simple, the business advice that made me millions. And so it's something that's really kind of catchy. You can't help but want to watch that. And as you can see, 254,000 people have also thought, I want to watch that. So it's really, really simple and it makes sense. Let's look at some more. So we've got this one here, the mindset of high achievers. So, again, this is really this makes you go, oh, what's that about? It makes you really want to stand out. Again, TED Talks, really, if you're you've got a strong personality, if you're well known, the rules don't apply. But if you are starting out as a small business owner, you need to really make people think, oh, wow, I really want to watch this. This will entice you in. So let's look at some other options. So if we looked at, let's say meditation for beginners. Okay, so let's just look something, pretty different. So as you can see, again, the most popular one that's got 3 million views is a really simple, but it tells you what it does, like 10-minute meditation. You go, oh, wow, great. Meditation for beginners, again, really, really simple. Or this one that we know it's about money. So it's, got shots of money on there. Or, this one where it's kind of, meditation, the moon and higher self. Again, these are all really, appealing graphics. And the other thing that's interesting about this is this little thing at the side saying expect miracles in 13 minutes. So that again makes you go, oh, that one's a quick one, a quick meditation. So, these are selling points that actually, oh, I don't want, a meditation that's 2 hours long. I want one that's a quick, that I've just got 10 minutes. I can do that. So, it's really thinking, how can you simplify your process as much as possible? And so when you start seeing oh, does this one appeal to you more than this one or this one? And so once you've got your once you know that actually it doesn't matter, you are just competing in that term. So yes, you might be competing with his Russell brand, but actually it's the difference is, okay, he's really well known and has 6 million subscribers, but actually his thumbnail isn't that interesting, and maybe this thumbnail here is more inspiring and interesting. So you can still stand out even though you're a baby beginner channel just because of your thumbnail. So the next thing is, where are you going to create them? And the best place to do this is on Canva. So I have a paid for Canva account, but you can also do this for free as well. And they have templates. So if you literally just search YouTube thumbnail template, they have all these great different templates you can use. So let's go with some that are really, I know, a strong thumbnail. So this one, for example, is a really strong design for a thumbnail. It is, you can change the color of this to be your brand colors, but this is really, a popular design that's on YouTube and will stand out. So people love this design. They also love this kind of design as well. So even if your text is the same, so you can obviously change that image. So what I would say to do is you can use, I'm going to use some pictures of me. And so instead of having this image, I'm going to get rid of this and just pop in an image of me. Now, and you can, here we go. So we can, pop that in there straight away. I'll make it a bit bigger. And then you can change the branding to be your colors. So I've got, let's say I wanted this red, and then I'll change this to, I might make this all white just for simplicity. How to make online money, okay? So that actually is, for my niche, is perfect. I'm going to stretch that out a little bit because you can stretch it out to make it a bit bigger. And there you go. That's a thumbnail, okay? And, so you could do the same with this. So I might also, let's just say I wanted to have, here's an image of me, and I'm going to, if you click on the image, you can press edit photo and background remover. And so you can remove that kind of all the clutter behind. So then you just make the image bigger, and I might even make it bigger still. So I get rid of like the kitchen worktop. And suddenly there's your image. And so I'm going to say easy. I'm going to do the thumbnail one for this. I'm going to say easy. And free. So I'm going to just make that so it's like that, bring that along a little bit, make that a tiny bit bigger. So, and you can just play around with things to work out what makes things work for you. You might decide you don't want this yellow. Well, yellow's not my brand color. So if you want to change that, you can just go to elements, and then you could just look for, so I type in like pink background, and then you can add in, you can have in pink or whatever shade you want to do. So I might do red in this case, just because I want something that stands out a little bit. And it might be, I do that one. Red doesn't work, so I might change up this color to be black, just so it works better. But you see how easy it is to shift things around and create, fast design that's not complicated, that's pretty easy. So I'm just going to get rid of this box here, this one. Right, so we've got fast and I might make this an and, if I can find it, and free. And I'm going to move that here. I'm going to make it not red. I'm going to make it black. I'll make this white. I am not a designer. So, if you're a designer, you might think, oh, this is terrible. But if you're not a designer, if you're just, a small solopreneur and you're just trying to do your shizzle, this is a really easy way to create graphics. So there we go. That's how simple it is to do a thumbnail, put me back in shot, that is easy. I'm going to get rid of that funny thing as well. Don't know what that is. Get rid of that. That you can easily create a thumbnail that works for you, that works. And, I find very often it's quicker for me to do a thumbnail than by the time I've gone backwards and forwards with a virtual assistant or, somebody else. I can do it as quickly myself. But not everyone is like that. So, if you are struggling, this can be something that you easily outsource. If you look on somewhere like Fiverr, there are lots of people who create thumbnails that really stand out. But if you want to do it yourself, then this is an easy way for you to create thumbnails. Thanks so much for watching this video. I share lots of tips and strategies for you to grow your online business. If you like it, I'd love you to subscribe. Please click on the button below and I'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.